Good morning, students. Welcome to another wonderful lesson of English. Last time we covered a grammar topic of transitive and intransitive verbs. I hope you all have done the exercises promptly and understood the topic. Today we will be covering one literature chapter. The name of the chapter is The Boy Who Saved Holland. Okay, if we see the very name of the chapter, then we understand there is a character, the boy, who we will be getting to know in the chapter, and there is a place called Holland. Okay, how many of you all know about Holland? Some of you all might have visited the place, some of you all might have heard about the place, right? That's because that's not our native place, right? It is a place far off. We hear about them, we get to know some stories about them, some informations about them. Similarly, there is a way of communicating information. In the past, people used to used to make pen pals and write letters to them. So there is a starter activity just before this chapter. We will be doing that now. Shikha and Afiya are pen friends. Recently, Shikha had written to Afiya about her country, Nepal, which is located in the high Himalayas. Here is Afiya's reply. Dear Shikha, just as you are surprised to hear about my country, I too am surprised to hear that people can live on such high mountains in your country. My country is called the Nether Low Lands because a large portion of our land is located below sea level. We are often called Holland as well. Okay, so as I told you all, we will be considering a letter written by pen pals. Now what are pen pals? Pen pals are people who exchange letters who have not met each other previously. Okay, so these friends used to be in the past. People used to make pen friends, pen pals, and how they used to get in touch with each other? There used to be various agencies and youth institutions and various postal services who used to take up this task. Nowadays we do make friends, but because there are so many channels of communication, we do it through internet. We have e-pals. Okay, so if we consider this letter written by Afiya's reply to Shikha, it is because Shikha is in Nepal and Shikha told everything to Afiya about Nepal, and now Afiya wants to tell about Holland, about her place. Okay, now Holland is a place of Netherlands. Netherlands itself is called Holland as well. Why? Because Holland covers a majority part of Netherlands. Okay, this is a country in Europe. Okay, so now we will see what else has Afiya mentioned about her place. It should be difficult to live in a country where 20% of the land is below sea level. But our ancestors worked hard for many centuries to hold back the North Sea. They slowly pushed back the water by building dams and embankments called dikes. We also use canals, windmills, and pumps to drain the land and keep it dry. In fact, I live in Flevoland, a province which was once a part of the North Sea. But today we have beautiful farms, towns, and cities here, and there are tulips everywhere. So Afiya is saying that the place Holland was, is below the sea level. So when it is, that's why called a lowland. Okay, now being a lowland has its own pros and cons. Over here they had to work for generations. They had to work very hard making dams, making dikes, making canals. What are canals? Canals are these channels of water to drive the water in the form of streams, and they had to make banks. They had to make they had to do cultivation over there. They had to make sure of a lot of things about their safety and about the growth of that city. Okay, so they were in there is a place called Flevoland where Afiya lives, and this place was initially part of the North Sea. North Sea is a part of Atlantic Ocean. So now this place was a part of North Sea. They pushed the waters apart through embankments of dams and dikes and made this place a dry land. Okay, so that was real hard work. Thank you for the invitation. I will definitely visit Nepal in March to enjoy Holi. and see the mountains. Do plan a visit to my country too. Love, Afiya. So now we understand that Afiya has poured out her emotions in the letter, telling about her place, getting to know that I'm really keenly interested in visiting Nepal, looking at the mountains. So this shows that we can get to know about each other's place through various stories, through various informations. So now we will study about the boy who saved Holland, and he is one very important character. He's a legend. His story has various variations. Let's see what it's about. Thank you.